The story begins in 1290 BC, that is, about 3,300 years ago, where a city of Egypt is shown to Thebes. The king of Thebes is called Pharaoh. The lover of Pharaoh, whom no one can touch, is called Aksunamun. Aksunamun does not love the king Pharaoh, but she loves her priest named Imhotep. Imhotep has many magical powers. One of these powers can call the soul from the world of the dead and bring the human back to life. When Imhotep comes to meet the lover of King Pharaoh, Aksunamun, King Pharaoh also comes there at the same time and catches them red-handed. But these two together kill King Pharaoh. But before the guards of King Pharaoh come in, Aksunamun tells Imhotep to go away from here, because you are the only one who can bring me back to life. The people of the priest Imhotep take him away from there, and Aksunamun kills himself because she knows that Imhotep can bring him back to life, and he does that too. His people steal Aksunamun's dead body, and when Imhotep is about to bring him back to life, the guards of King Pharaoh come there. They catch Imhotep. He is given such a punishment that has never been given to anyone before. He is made a living mummy, and those insects that eat his whole body are put inside a coffin and left from above. This coffin is closed with a special key so that no one can open it ever. If anyone ever opens it, then Imhotep will wreak havoc on the entire human race. He will have the power of so many years as long as he remains locked in the coffin. His coffin is buried under a very large statue of the god of Egypt, Anubis. Many hundred years pass, and that statue, which used to be very high at one time, is now very small. Because the whole city has been buried under the ground, people from here and abroad keep fighting for this land. They are unaware of the fact that evil powers still breathe under this land. Here a soldier of the French army is shown, who is American. He is surrounded from all sides, but then everyone runs away from there. Because behind him is the same statue of the god of Egypt, Anubis, the statue whose feet were buried thousands of years ago near Imhotep's coffin. Now after their departure, sand starts flying here. It seems that there is someone under the sand, and then a face appears on the sand. The sand leaves from here. The name of this city is Hamunaptra. 3 years later, a girl named Evelyn is shown to us in Egypt. She is an Egyptologist. Egyptologists are said to study the ancient languages and cultures of Egypt. Evelyn knows the ancient languages of Egypt. Evelyn also has a big brother, who comes to Evelyn and shows her a very strange thing. He tells her that I got this during excavation. Evelyn presses its button and it opens. This is the key to the coffin in which thousands of years ago, Imhotep was closed and buried under the ground. There is also a map inside it. And this is the map of Hamunaptra city. Evelyn goes to her father's friend who has a library, with whom she works. And she shows him that map. They tell Evelyn that this is a false story. Actually, they don't want Evelyn to go there. Because whoever has gone there so far, he never came back, but Evelyn wants to go there at any cost. She asks her brother where she got that strange thing, that map. Her brother tells her the truth that he stole it from a man, who is an American, and now he is in a jail. Evelyn and her elder brother come to the jail where he is a prisoner, and this prisoner is Rick, who was standing in front of the statue of Anubis 3 years ago. Rick understands why Evelyn and her brother came here. She is going to be hanged today. He tells Evelyn that if you want to go to Hamunaptra, from where I got this key, then you will have to free me. Now when she is going to be hanged here, then the in charge here, Evelyn tells him to leave Rick. But he doesn't want to leave him at any cost. Evelyn tells him that in Hamunaptra city, where the treasure of the ancient kings of Egypt is buried. Rick knows that place. If you leave Rick, then you can get 25% of that treasure. He agrees. And now all of them leave for the place of Egypt, where that treasure is. They go by water ship. There are some more Americans here, who are going to the same place, because they also have to look for the treasure. Evelyn tells Rick that she wants the most famous book of history, whose name is Amun-Ra, in which the secrets of all the magical powers of the royal families of Egypt are written. She wants that, which is buried somewhere in Hamunaptra. Now all of them reach Hamunaptra. There Evelyn shows Rick the statue of Anubis. She says that half of it is buried in the ground, and all of them reach the place where Anubis, who is the god of Egypt, half of their statue is there. There is darkness all around here. Then Evelyn turns a mirror on top. That is outside, where there is sunlight, and the sunlight hits that mirror, and hits the other mirrors inside. That is, a kind of mirror is zigzagged here. There is light all around. Actually, this is an old technology, with which people used to light inside. Evelyn starts looking for that book here. At the same time, her companion, who forgave the punishment of Rick's death, he goes inside to find gold. Then he sees a 1,000-year-old picture on the wall, on which there are very precious stones. He takes out a stone from among them, which falls down, and then an insect comes out of that stone, which gets into his feet, and starts crawling all over his body. He can't bear this pain, he runs like crazy, and collides with a wall and dies. Evelyn, Rick and his brother don't understand why he was running like a madman. Now at night, all of them gather up again, where there is another group, who wants to find gold here. Actually, now there is a compromise between all of them. Whatever gold you get, it will be a part of it, but then they are attacked here. Some people come on horses, who are wearing black clothes, and these are the descendants of the protectors of Emperor Pharaoh, who have been guarding this place for the past 3,000 years, because they know that this is a city of dead. If someone takes out the Imhotep from his coffin, then he will kill the whole of Egypt. The leader of the descendants of these protectors is named Bhe. He threatens all of them here, that you have one day, all of you go back from here, but no one listens to him. And the next day, once again, these two groups go under the ground, and start looking for gold separately. The second group gets a box, outside of which a warning is written. It is written that if anyone tries to revive the dead, then a curse will apply on him. He will kill all the people who open this box, by sucking their blood. By taking out different parts of their body, he will take on a new form, and from the world of the souls, he will come to our world forever. He will take over this whole world, but the people who read this warning here, they consider it a blind faith, and they open this box, in which that book comes out. By reading it 3,000 years ago, Imhotep was reviving his lover, but it cannot be opened, because there is a special kind of lock in it, which can be opened with a special kind of key, and this is the same key that Evelyn has. Evelyn is shown to Rick and his brother. When they are sitting there, the coffin falls from above, in which Imhotep was put alive. Evelyn has the key to this coffin. With the key they open this coffin. In the next moment, Imhotep's rotten body comes out from inside, but there is a special thing in this rotten body, that it is still melting. Evelyn has seen many mummies in her life, but she has never seen such a mummy. Now everyone comes up at night, and when they are sleeping, that's when Evelyn goes to that book. She tells Rick that this is not the book she wants, because that book is made of gold. She says that maybe this is a book of black magic. She opens that book with that key, which is with her, and reads some lines written in that book, in which it is written, "The one who has slept for centuries, let him wake up. Let him wake up." As soon as Evelyn reads this line, in the basement where Imhotep's mummy is, she wakes up. That means she has come back from the world of souls, and along with that, many insects and different kinds of insects attack her. When everyone is running away from these insects, Evelyn separates from Rick and her brother, and falls inside through a secret door, where Imhotep's mummy is, who is now alive. Here one of those people is also there, who had opened that box, on which the curse was written, that he will take a new form from the body of those who open this box. That's why Imhotep's mummy takes out this man's eyes, and puts his eyes. And now he is moving towards Evelyn, and then Rick and Evelyn's brother come here. Rick shoots that mummy several times, and they all leave from that place. That's when the descendants of the protectors of King Pharaoh come in front of them, who had warned them a day ago, that all of you go away from here. They tell them that we have been afraid of this corpse for 3,000 years, and now no one can kill it. Now everyone will be finished. Now Evelyn, Rick and all their companions, all of them come back. Rick wants to leave from here, but Evelyn refuses him. She says that we have revived that corpse, and now we have to finish it. Everything starts changing here. Fireballs start falling from the sky. And the man whose eyes that mummy had taken out, she comes here once again, and pierces his entire body, due to which the body of that mummy starts developing more than before. Rick and Evelyn come here. Rick shoots many bullets at the mummy, but no bullets are affecting his body. But when he sees a cat here, he gets scared of it, and runs away from this place. Rick and Evelyn don't understand why they were scared of the cat. That's why they go to the descendants of the protectors of Pharaoh, who have been protecting this place for thousands of years, and who had told Rick and his companions, that you have to leave from here within a day. They tell them that cats protect the dark world. That's why Imhotep is afraid of them, but when he gets his entire body, then he will stop being afraid of cats. To get his entire body, Imhotep will have to kill those 4 people who had opened the chest, from which the Book of the Dark World had come out. After reading it, he became alive. Although he has killed 1 now, but there are still 3 left, Evelyn tells everyone here. When Imhotep saw me first, then he called me Anak-Sunamun. Why did he say that? Evelyn is told that Anak-Sunamun was the lover of the king of Egypt thousands of years ago. But Imhotep had an illicit relationship with him. Both of them killed the king pharaoh. That's why Imhotep was buried alive as a punishment. And now once again Imhotep wants to revive his lover, whose name is Anak-Sunamun, for whom he will sacrifice you, but before you, he will want to kill the remaining 3 people. And want to complete his body. Now 2 of the remaining 3 people are here, but 1 is not here. 1 is here, and he has the Book of Black Magic, with which Imhotep was alive. And with that book, he wants to revive his lover Anak-Sunamun. Rick goes to that place with some of his friends. But before he reaches the historian, he sees that Imhotep has reached there. He killed him and got that book from him. At the same time, he also gets that bottle from him, which has a part of Anak-Sunamun in it. There are more such bottles which he has to get. Rick looks at him from above. He sees that after killing the other man, Imhotep's body has become more developed than before. Imhotep looks at Rick. He opens his mouth, from which a lot of epidemic insects come out. Imhotep leaves from here, and goes straight to the place where his 3rd prey is. He has another bottle with a part of Anak-Sunamun. Imhotep reaches there and kills him. At the same time, Evelyn is also there in the room. He enters the room as Sand, and reaches near Evelyn, but before he takes her with him, Rick and his friends come here. Rick knows that he is afraid of cats. That's why he shows him a cat, because of which he has to go from here. Now they have understood the way the Book of the Dark World has revived him. Similarly, the Golden Book, whose name is Amandra, he can be killed from it, but he does not know where that Golden Book Amandra is. Evelyn reads the inscription written on an ancient stone, from which she finds out the way the Book of the Dark World was under the statue of Anubius. Similarly, the Golden Book Amandra, the 2nd deity of Mishra, whose name is Horus, is under their statue. But before she could reach that place, but somehow they reach the statue of Horus, and the Golden Book under it, they get it. Their Imhotep has revived Anak-Sunamun, but to bring him back to his body, he has to sacrifice Evelyn. And before he kills her, Evelyn's brother comes there, and shows him the Golden Book. But to open it he needs the same key, which is with Imhotep now, but outside the book some lines are written, which Evelyn's brother reads. After reading that an army wakes up here, Evelyn tells him to read those lines completely, so that he listens to you. At the same place Rick saves Evelyn, but Anak-Sunamun, who is now alive, who is a mummy, she attacks him. At the same place Rick is followed by the army, which Evelyn's brother has just revived, but now Evelyn's brother has read all the lines. And as soon as he reads the lines, the whole army stops. After this he orders the army to kill Anak-Sunamun. That army does this. They kill Anak-Sunamun, which makes Imhotep very angry. He goes to Evelyn's brother, and pulls him up from his neck, but then Rick attacks him, with which he escapes. But now he has stolen his key from Imhotep. He goes to his sister, and they both open that book. At the same place Imhotep is about to kill Rick, but before he kills him, Evelyn reads the lines of that book. Kill him and take him across. Only then a white chariot comes, which collides with him and takes away all his powers. That means Imhotep's body is now like a normal human being, and when he goes towards Rick, Rick kills him with his sword. Imhotep says that now I am free. His body, which was trapped between life and death, now he is free from it. And here all the doors start closing. All 3 of them somehow get out of there. And as soon as they get out, the whole place gets stuck in the ground. They're the descendants of the king of Egypt. Their leader also comes, who thanks them for killing them all. All 3 of them sit on camels and leave, and in the end it is shown that one of their companions has brought the treasure here. That means now they have a lot of gold too.